billions of shillings while Kenyans go to bed hungry? Can you talk about building a church while most kids in this country go to makeshift classrooms? You know, one of the people in government said that he has expensive taste. And you ask yourself, you grew up in Marakwet, Elgeyo Marakwet, you went to school barefoot. Where did you develop this expensive taste? It is true. Yeah, someone is walking around in a $10,000 Italian suit, and you know how much you earn. The people that are in power are robbing us, and we know it, and they have the audacity to say, mtu apigwe risasi. Now, we must take back our power. And last year we did that, actually, people. We went to the streets, and we took back our power. But I've witnessed the brutal and deeply repression of Kenyans by this regime for simply exercising our right to protest. And instead of the violators of our rights facing justice, the victims are branded as treasonous criminals. Who is a criminal? But now you know who is a criminal, you know. You know who the criminal is. The true criminals are protected, while our youth are brutalized for carrying placards, flags, and water. There's no denying that our government has failed us. It is allergic to being held accountable and often responds by abducting, torturing, and murdering patriotic citizens. Our leadership has failed us in numerous ways. We pay taxes expecting service, but we are forced to pay bribes to get that same service. Our leadership has auctioned us to the highest, and I dare say even the lowest bidder. Our children have been shipped like slaves to do menial jobs abroad, and sometimes they come back broken or in body bags. Instead of tapping to their potential within our borders, we are condemning them into pits of depression, alcoholism abroad. Where is the value for our people? Where is the value for human life? And where is the value for sanctity of life? We have sunk so low. Currently, we have the worst parliament in the history of this country. The People's House, Parliament, has been turned into an auction house and a rubber stamp for the executive. We have been told of stories of parliamentarians lining up in the toilet to receive 10,000 shillings to pass bills. And it breaks my heart because we have people that we pay so well. We buy them top-of-the-range cars. We give them medical cover. We give them bodyguards. We give them offices. We fuel their car. We service their cars. They travel first class, but they still have no shame. They still sell their souls to the devil. And because we are holy people in God's land, we must stay away from those demons and remove those demonic people from power. There's no way you can say that you have values and you love this country and you earn what they earn and you spend what they spend and you flout what they do. The work of parliamentarians and the work of the president is to run a country. Parliament is to pass. Wakenya wakirevuka mkora kwa mashakani. Na kwa sababu Wakenya wamerevuka, hawa wakora wako mashakani. Each and every one of us must recognize and believe that we have what it takes to create a better Kenya, a better life. Wakenya, we can do this. We can change our situation. I want to give an example of what they used to divide us, because that's one of the strongest weapon against